Hey there, I am Moksh, a security engineer at Astra, and today I'll be guiding you through a step-by-step process of how you can correctly set up your WordPress file permissions. But before we begin, let's understand what are file permissions and why are they important. You know, whenever we talk about security of our WordPress accounts, we only tend to talk about security plugins or extensions, but we most often forget to talk about the file permission setup on our WordPress files. So file permission is basically a way of telling the server that who can perform what operations on our WordPress files and folders. This is how file permission would look like. The first character represents the type of the file. If it's a directory, then there will be a D and a hyphen for a regular file. The next set of 3 characters represents a permission for the user owner of that file, who is also the creator of that file. The next set of 3 characters represents the permission for the group owners. And the last set represents the permission for the rest of the world other than the owners of the file. Now here R, W and X have respective meanings. R stands for read, W for write and X for execute. You can also represent these permissions in a numeric format. All the R, W and X have respective weights to them. R has a weight of 4, W has a weight of 2 and X has a weight of 1. So for this given example, the permission would be 754. And you know what? Our WordPress accounts can be more vulnerable if these file permissions are not set. It can allow attackers to exploit the loopholes and completely take over the WordPress. Also, it can wrongly allow users to read, write and execute sensitive files, thereby changing the settings of your WordPress, or by injecting malicious code, or even plant a backdoor. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Apart from security, incorrect file permissions can also lead to errors in accessing files. There are services and servers that need certain file permissions to work efficiently. And without these, it can cause your site to break and throw error messages. So there are 2 ways to set the file permissions. Either you use an FTP client or you use the cPanel. Now let's start by setting up the FTP client using the SSH credentials. So I'll use the FileZilla FTP client for this demo. You can use any other FTP client of your choice. The process remains same for all. So you'll need these before setting up the connection to your server. Now after you open FileZilla, go to the File menu option, select Site Manager, click on New Site, select the protocol as SFTP, set the port number to 22, enter your credentials and connect. Now you must be connected to the server. Now on your right hand side there will be a remote site tab. Select the public HTML directory. You will get a listing of this directory. Here you need to set these file permissions of these files: WP content, WP content/uploads, WP includes and WP config file. For the rest of files and folders, these are the recommended permissions. As an example, I'll change the file permission for the WP content directory. You can follow the similar procedure for the rest of the files and folders. To set the file permissions, right-click on the WP content directory, select the file permissions, change the numeric value to 755 and click on OK. Now you're all set. This is how easy it is to change the file permissions. If you want to use the cPanel, then check out this link for more detailed steps. But before you go, I want to tell you that apart from these steps, you also need to focus on protecting your account from other attacks as well. And you know what? We do security all day. And if you were our customer, then we could have done it for you. Like every security engineer, I would recommend every website owner to have a firewall that could protect your website from attacks in real time. Guess what? At Astra, we do that too. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. All the links are in the description box. Till then, happy security to you.